Hello everyone, I'm Pranit Tumpa and today I'll be leading you through ERHSF PLA's annual charity stream for the year 2023 to 2024. We're raising money for our local food bank, Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino, and today we're going to take a tour of one of their partners and our local food pantry, Beacon Hill Church, to see their impact on our community. Okay guys, this is Miss Albert, the organizer, pretty much founder of the food pantry section of this church. Miss Albert, if you could tell our viewers a bit about yourself.
Good morning. Welcome to Beacon Hill. We started the food pantry here 3 years ago during the pandemic when things were kind of crazy. We started with 60 families a month, and last month we did 252 families. So the need is great. So please support our young future business leaders of America from Eleanor Roosevelt High School.
And we are raising money for Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino. The QR code is on the screen, link in the description. It goes to our school student store, so if you could donate, it would mean a lot. And all the money you donate stays within Riverside and San Bernardino counties, so you know it's helping the community right around you. Thank you. So guys, we're at the first room. This is the packaging room, another one. Ashlyn here, one of our members and volunteers. Ashlyn, if you could tell them what you guys are doing in this room and how it helps the people outside.
Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're taking the food off of each section on the walls and evenly distributing them between large boxes so that they can later be taken outside and given to the people.
That sounds amazing. Is there any type of food that you're distributing, or is it just anything?
It's pretty much everything from like snacks to canned food to coffee. We have like sanitary products, and we also have like peanut butter, pretty much everything.
So,
and a lot of beans.
So a lot of canned food and pretty much everything you could imagine in those boxes. And let's see, where do those boxes go after you pack them up?
Okay, so we take them out to the chairs, and then after that they're taken out to actually be distributed outside.
Okay guys, they're going to the chairs. Let's follow them and let's see what happens next. Let's go talk to the volunteers, see what's happening, why they have so many boxes full of food and bags here. Emma here will tell you what they're doing.
So we're putting back the boxes on the cart to go to the consumer.
So the box, what do they have? What are the covers full of? The covers that are, did you guys pack them today?
So the bags, they're full of like avocados and bread, like fresh fruit, like berries.
Oh, so the bags have all the fresh things and the box has the packed things in the back? Okay. So as you can see what she said, the bags have everything that's fresh, the fruits, the vegetables, the bread, and then over here we have the boxes with everything they packed in the bag, the canned food and everything else. Let's keep going. Where do the boxes go next after you put them? Right. Okay, follow me guys, let's keep the next volunteers. So we're outside right now with all the carts, and here we have Eddie. He's taking the boxes. What exactly are you doing here, Eddie?
What we do is we get a box, we load them into one of the cars. Depends on if they want the cars to depend if they need one box, two box, three boxes. So about the gist of it.
And we are raising money for Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino. The QR code is on the screen, link in the description. It goes to our school student store, so if you could donate, it would mean a lot. And all the money you donate stays within Riverside and San Bernardino counties, so you know it's helping the community right around you. Thank you.
Here because I'm a member of Beacon Hill Church, and I am usually a volunteer. But I started here at the beginning of the food ministry, and I just fell in love with working here. And I noticed too, as far as having personal relationships with the people that we volunteer with, it has really contributed greatly to the love and community and fellowship with the people at the church. And so I love it.
That sounds awesome, ma'am. Also, I wanted to ask, since you work in the packing section, that's where Miss Denise organizes things, how has the impact of the donations from Feeding America been felt in your inventory so far?
So, of course, we get so much food from Feeding America, and we're grateful for everything that we get. At the beginning, it was awesome. the rice and the beans and the canned goods, we've seen a kind of a fall off as far as what's available. But we are grateful because without Feeding America, we would not have most of the food that we do have to distribute. So they've been just awesome. It's been awesome working with them.
Thank you so much, Ms. Denise. As you can see, Feeding America does give a lot of food to food pantries throughout our community, and they do need support. The only way they can support our community is those of us who can support them. So please, again, donate through the QR code or the link in the description.
Welcome people in the community to volunteer. We are at 3659 Corona Avenue in Norco. We are all volunteers. We welcome all walks of life, all work experience. It's just come out and give us a hand. So we do work on the Monday and Friday before a giveaway, and the giveaways are the first and third Saturdays of the month. So come on down and meet us. We welcome you.
And now we're going to cut to an interview with Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino's CEO, Caroline Solar, to see what she has to say about their impact on our community.
Good morning. We're here at Feeding America, and we're making this video for the future business leaders of America out of Eleanor Roosevelt High School that are going to do a live stream fundraiser for Feeding America. And I'm here with Carolyn, who is the CEO of Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino, which we partner with in order to get our food for our food ministry at Beacon Hill. So take it away, Carolyn.
Yeah, hi, I'm Carolyn Solar, the CEO for Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino. We're one of 250 Feeding America affiliated food banks, but of course we cover Riverside County and San Bernardino County. While we run about a dozen hunger relief programs of our own, we also work with about 250 community organizations that are serving on the front lines, distributing that food to families that need it. A lot of these organizations, in addition to food resources, provide a lot of basic needs resources as well. Sometimes it's clothing banks, sometimes it's ways to get jobs, lots of different resources that they provide, but our main goal is to make sure that they have the food that they need to be able to equip those families with the resources that they need. So at Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino, every dollar helps to provide up to 5 meals. So we can stretch that pretty far than the average family that's going to a grocery store. What we do with those funds is we make sure that we can keep the lights on, that we can keep the staffing going so that we can move food through our warehouse, that we have the staff to be able to maintain those relationships in the community to get that food donated. Once those funds come in, we work to keep our shelves filled here so that we can get it out to our neighbors that need it. Oftentimes they need food other than what's being donated. So where we can, we'll use those funds to supplement where our shelves are bare. So if our partners need more produce or they need more meats, we use those funds to make sure that we have that stuff on hand, since it's often not food that's being donated here. So during the holidays, we were able to distribute 6,800 hams and 5,000 turkeys through our own programs and through our community partners here in the neighborhood. Through our own distributions, we had drive-through distributions here. So cars lined up in our warehouse and we gave them grocery gift cards when we could, food boxes along with those frozen turkeys and ham. So here in the Inland Empire, there are over 400,000 families that are at risk of food insecurity, and that's based on census data that's been provided to us. Per the statistics that we have on hand, the annual meals that we provide are 24.5 million meals. Of that, 4.7 million is produce. In Riverside County, over 15.5 million pounds were distributed, and in San Bernardino County, over 13.7 million pounds were distributed. The majority of that food that goes out really is our community partners. Like, our programs are such a small speck of what's actually going out. Majority of that is the great work that you guys are doing. So during the pandemic, we also started doing home deliveries for families that needed it. We saw an influx of families that were coming to us saying that they needed help, but they were fearful of leaving their homes, or they were seniors and they were just unable to drive. So we started a home delivery program. At first, we started working with Esri to develop a mapping software that we could use to help our volunteers find those locations that needed food resources. Then we started to work with volunteers to get that food out to those families. It later developed where we were working with DoorDash to get that food to those families. It's grown so much now that we're able to work with Amazon. We give them tons of boxes and they're able to, on their routes, be able to deliver those food boxes to the families that need it. In the last year, over 8,000 households were able to receive a home delivery through this program. So one of the ways that a lot of people like to give is through volunteering. We have a lot of opportunities where even students can get involved here with their local food bank. One of the main ways that students like to volunteer is here in our warehouse. We have a distribution center here, and our volunteers basically perform the quality control. So they go through all donations, make sure that the food is safe to consume, that it's not been opened, not been tampered with, and that it's safe for the community to consume. So when volunteers come here, they're sorting through all those food for a couple of hours and then they're on their way. It makes a huge difference because without volunteers, we wouldn't be able to sort through all of that food each day. So to volunteer, you can go to feedingie.org/volunteer. So I mentioned that we have many programs of our own. One of the really interesting ones is we do CalFresh application assistance. So even through that program, we're helping families, even if it's not directly food resources. Last fiscal year, we helped over 1,000 families apply for CalFresh application assistance. And if you're not familiar with that, that's those EBT cards that help families get those basic needs when cash gets a little bit tough. Over 1,000 families were helped with assistance last year.
Thank you so much, Ms. Solar, for giving us your perspective on Feeding America's impact on our community. And viewers, if you want to donate to Feeding America Riverside San Bernardino, please check the QR code on the screen or the link in the description that lead to our school student store. Make a donation and you'll be supporting this organization and many others like it. Thank you.
Welcome again to Beacon Hill Food Ministry. I have one of our wonderful future business leaders of America. He is actually one of the most important people here today because he actually directs all the traffic and keeps everybody going in the right way. And I am so thankful that they come out and help us every time. And but he does need to get back to work, so we'll cut this short.
Thank you everyone for watching. That was the Beacon Hill Church. It's one of our local food pantries. Please remember to donate through the QR code or the link in the description and share this video so that we can see this impact multiplied throughout our community.